This is no ordinary CPU Sluggers League. This is Baseball Kingdom Sluggers League, where over the course of the season, teams will be eliminated with a catch. One of those teams will return in the postseason and maybe, just maybe, win it all. All 12 captains have formed teams with some duplicate players, and now let's kick off the first format, the triangle format. Play only your division, win 3 games, and move on before it's too late. The audio for Game 1 was unfortunately not recorded other than the commentary, so this game will be condensed instead of the usual live style with minimal editing that will be present in the future. Pick your team right now. Follow this team for the rest of the season. You cannot stray away from this team. You are a diehard fan for this team. Pick it right now. Alright, let's kick things off at Bowser Stadium, where the Bowser Monsters will face off against his son, the Bowser Jr. Rookies. The winner gets to take all of the toys, and Bowser does not have any toys. And this is a very important first game. The winner will be 2 wins away from moving on to the next format of the regular season. Truly a revolutionary format. As Demon Bro is up to bat, he'll take the first pitch of the league for a strike. And this one, he belts deep to right field, but it looks like it's just barely going to go foul, and it will. And here's the third pitch. Demon Bro avoids the strikeout, and that will be a base hit. So now we got the captain, Bowser Jr., up on the mound. Bowser actually offered Bowser Jr. an iPad, and he said no, that doesn't look cool enough. So Bowser Jr., not an iPad kid whatsoever. And there he lines it for a base hit. 2 up the middle hits to start the game. Let's see if Brock Bones can get anything going. And yes, he is called Brock Bones because he is green, and also because he has a broccoli tattoo somewhere on his body. And that one is belted into left field. If that is fair, it is gone, but it is foul. And there's a slap hit, or is it caught? No, it's over his head, and the boo will confuse the Bowser Monsters. There goes Demon Bro in to score, and here comes Bowser Jr. And just like that, the Bowser Jr. Rookies have a 2-0 lead. What a hit by Brock Bones. A lot of power with just that slap. Now Magic Koopa is already tired, and Matt Koopa is thinking of laying down a bunt. Doesn't get that one down. He says, I'll try it again. See if he gets this one down. No, not even close. Doesn't even try to adjust the bat. This could be the very first strikeout of the league, but instead it's just a slap hit. Yes, it is a slap hit. Will Brock Bones try to score? He thinks about it, but heads back. And here is Jesus Paratrooper. Called that because, of course, he can fly, but also because his gameplay is so bad that you say Jesus as he slaps that one in to... Oh, and that is a terrible attack by Jeremy Koopa. And they're runners on first and third. Magic Koopa cannot get any outs. Any balls to land in the gloves, I could say. And speaking of which, they're going to make a pitching change. Bowser. And here's the pitch. It's lined. Oh, King K. Boo can't quite make the diving grab. The bases will be loaded. So, a terrible start for the Bowser Monsters. Bowser trying to stop the bleeding before it gets too ugly. Green Toad up to the plate. He slaps that, and it's just over the reach of King K. Boo, and the bases will be loaded again, but not before the 4th run comes to the plate. And now John Boo is up to the plate. With one swing, he can make it 8-0 and 2 runs away from mercy. But it's not going to happen on this swing, since the bots suck at that. And there's a slap hit, but King K. Boo is right there. And it's almost a triple play, but not quite. Going for the slap hit, of course, has no power, and will be out with the lack of speed. Well, everyone will be out. 4 runs were scored at the top of the first. Bowser Jr. Rookies gotta love their chances of keeping the toys. But this lineup is very threatening. Dark Bones will be the first batter for the Bowser Monsters. And he's gonna slug up, but takes that for a strike. Going to go for the slap hit this time. Hits it into left field, just falls down fast enough of the Kingdom Sluggers League, but that is a fastball that surely Bowser will hit, but he didn't get the launch angle on that one. That is going to be an easy double play. King K roll, trying to make up for that double play, trying to get something going. He does slap that in to center field, so that's good to get something started. And if he had some speed, he could get a double out of all that item shenanigans, but it was just for silly fun. And here is King K. Boo, gonna slug that, but a great catch by Brock Bones. And we're already back to the top of the lineup, despite it being the second inning. And he slaps that into center field for a base hit. Will the Boo work? No, they don't use it before it's basically fielded. That one slugged to center field. Dark Bones is going to need some help. Will anybody come out there? Oh, or it's just caught right at the edge. So now Brock Bones comes to the plate. Good slugger, but he's going for the bunt, but he misses. Bowser Jr. calling the sign for the bunt again, so Brock Bones obliges, but he misses. Maybe on purpose, since he's good at hitting. He's not going to slug up. He's going to slap that. Will it land, though? No, Magic Koopa can get there just in time, despite his speed. Jamie Koopa going for the slap hit, but a nice play by King K. Boo. Seems a bit unnecessary, but nevertheless, it gets the out quicker. Hammer Bro up for that. Slugging way early. Really wants to hit this one far, but that's a good hit, but it wasn't hit far. Thinks about second, but then realizes Bowser Jr. is going to pick that up in a second. And that one's going to be chosen, and a good enough pitch for a double play. Going for the slap hit as strategy by the Bowser Jr. Rookies. They don't have as much, Bowser Monsters, the ones that aren't good, I should say. Nope, not Colin Cooper, sorry. Fire Bro, Demon Bro will catch that. And that one is slugged. Speaking of slugged, just barely in. But that's Jesus, Paratrooper. Just realizes I should just slap it. But King K's there for a nice play, and that's a double play. Alright, Green Toad trying to get something going. And that is lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit, probably a double. And it will be. John Drew ready to slug up, hits that into center field, but that's an easy can of corn for Dark Bones. Bond's surely not going to come in time, and it doesn't. Oh, it actually got rid of the bomb. Okay, Dark Bones steps up to the plate. Dark Bones swings, takes that for a strike. Dark Bones slaps that, but Demon Brawl should be there. Oh, the shell was actually used wisely by an AI. And he's just barely safe. Bowser slugs up again. That one's a strike. He hits it far. He hits it deep. Nobody's there to help Bowser Jr., so that one's gone. An absolute screamer by Bowser. It's 4-2. Yeah, that doesn't look satisfying to you? I don't know what. Could they get back-to-back homers right here from King K. Rool? That one is not a home run, and it just barely hits the ground. And King K. Rool is still not at first base, and he somehow is out from a pretty deep hit to center field. King K. Rool, embarrassingly slow. King Boo probably going to hit this changeup, right? Oh, he misses. King K. Boo slaps that into left field, and that will be a base hit. Surely it's a double, right? But he's going to stay there for some reason. Could tie it with one swing, but he's going for the slap hit. Just trying to keep the baton moving, which he does. So here's an RBI chance for Magic Koopa. The only reason they're losing this game 4-2. Gonna go for the slug hit for some reason, but takes that for strike. Definitely don't swing at this, but they usually do. That's gonna be a foul ball, but is it catchable is the question. It's just barely in no man's land. But now he has to swing at it again, so it's good he got some practice. He's going for the slap hit this time. He does hit it pretty well. It does get in there for a base hit. So here we have it. The base is loaded for Matt Koopa. Here's the Koopa. who's ready to hit it. He does hit that well. Will it land? Yes, it does. There's another run for the Bowser Monsters. It just barely off the end of the bat and just barely lands in for a single. But gets the job done, and that's what's most important. Just going to go for a slap hit. Changes his mind, but that one is just reachable for Green Toad, and that will end the inning. Green Magic Koopa trying to start the insurance, but unfortunately, he's not really a batsman who can provide that. And that one slapped just out of the diving reach of Jeremy Koopa. So he does start something, but can Demon Bro actually bring him home? He's certainly going to try right here. And that one is hit pretty hard, but King K. Boo is right there. That's a double play thanks to the AI's terrible running coding. Whatever. Ready to ensure those toys. Slugs that, but will King K... Oh, nice jumping try by King K. Boo, but just misses. Bowser Jr. surely goes to second, and he will get in there just barely, safely. It is Brock Bones up to the plate. Brock Bones just going for the slap hit. That was the ball. He shouldn't have caught it. Will the boo work? No, he's already under it. He knows that. Oh no, that does confuse him. So there we go. There's another run for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Right under the ball, but he somehow forgets, thanks to the boo. So yeah, now Matt Koopa is up. And that's a nice base hit right up the middle for Matt Koopa. And despite all that, it'll take a bomb to move them over. I don't know why the shell didn't make the move in the first place. And now we got Jesus Paratrooper, who is going to line that in for surely a base hit. It is. That should score 2 more runs, and it will. That's a nice 2 RBI double for Jesus Paratrooper as he gets in second base safely. So now, despite the 3 runs that were just scored, Bowser, not a good pitcher. No, 3 more, right? 3 more that make their rally slightly pointless. And here is Slugger Koopa trying to slug them closer to mercy. Certainly possible, but the Bowser Monsters have a lethal lineup, so it does seem unlikely, but it's never impossible. And that one is lined, but King K. Boo is ready to make the catch. Nice play by King K. Boo. That will end the inning, but not before 3 runs scored to literally just subtract the Bowser Monsters score. Think about it. Okay, showed a guy up to the plate. Surely gonna slug this changeup. And he sure does. That one is deep, but not quite a home run or off the wall. And Green Magic Koopa, just speedy enough to catch that. Bowser Jr.'s tired. Surely this is an opportunity to start something for Dark Bones and his gang. And that one is a slap hit that will start something, even if it's just a single. Hopefully it doesn't hit this pitch. Does, but it's a foul ball. Oh no, it's an out. So there's 2 outs because AIs don't know to take that pitch. And they're going to change the defense. And John Boo will come to the mound. They're running out of innings. King K. Rool really got to start something here. And he does line that in for a single. No item used because they're stupid. And King K. Rool barely able to be safe at first yet again. Now it's Boo against Boo, but the King's up to that. So surely the King beats just an ordinary Boo. Sure. I'm just going to go for a slap hit here. And Demon Bro's there to catch it. So there was a runner in scoring position for one of their rare opportunities. And they fail yet again. Still 7-3 at the end of 6. Now Green Toad will slug up early. And it would be just out of the reach of Jeremy Koopa. Green Toad just barely able to not go for 2. Now John Boo will try to help his team out again, but Bowser's able to catch that. It's okay. Did well enough pitching, John, even if it was just 1 out. About. He's going to think about this one, though, and it's lined in with the thanks of Boo. That's a base hit. Otherwise, I think it's caught. And that's a nice double thanks to shenanigans. Surely he doesn't go for 3. Yeah, too slow for that. Demon Bro ready to swing. and lines that into center field. Will that drop? Yes, it will just barely drop for a base hit. The rookies to 10 runs with one swing, but no, that's a slap hit and a nice play by Jeremy Cooper. Matt Cooper up to the plate off the end of the bat, and that's an easy catch. So they only have 2 opportunities to score 4 runs, and Bowser Jr. rookie is going to give John Boo a raise. He was certainly underestimated by the team. Brock Bones up to the plate. Off the end of the bat because he's not positioned well to hit it, and that just barely missed Bowser. So Jeremy Cooper trying to get even more insurance. There's never too much insurance in sluggers, that's for sure, with all the shenanigans that go on. And another bad hit by just not being positioned well. That one, it hits Bowser, and he's safe. He's trying to slug in the 9th run. He does get a little bit of launch angle, there we go, but it is caught. And that is going to be an easy out at the end. Batters can get on. You liked the odds of the Bowser Monsters more, with more outs to work with. Slugger Koopa will wisely take that for a while. Slugger Koopa really living up to his nickname, but just misses that. He's dreaming too much of his swing. And nice slap hit, sort of, but Steven Bro's there to get him out. And now Shota guy, if you can't tell from Japan, up to bat. There's a slap hit. Green Toad is just barely there to catch it. I don't know why he didn't jump. Can he get a 2-out rally going? They need something. That's going to be slugged to center field. Is that one gone? It looks like it is. And that one is just barely out of here. Dark Bones gets them 1 run closer. You know Bowser wants to hit a back-to-back home run, and he's sure trying for it. And if Green Magic Koopa can't get any help, he surely can't. That is back-to-back home runs. They got something cooking right now. Another missile by Bowser. His 2nd homer of the game, of course. And now it is 7-5. Now, King K. Rool trying to make it back-to-back-to-back. Can he do it? He's trying to, but it doesn't quite have enough height, but that will be a single. Doesn't have enough speed for a double. Alright, King K. Boo could tie it with one swing right here. Surely he's going to slide up. He's going to. He hits that nicely. It's over the head of Brock Bones. That is fair. That's not going to get King K. Rool even close to home. He doesn't even go to 3rd because he's so slow. And now Hammer Bro could give them the lead. Surely he's going to slug up as well. Everybody wants to be the hero these days. Can Hammer Bro be the hero? He slugs it, but that's foul. He just missed it by like, I don't know. Oh, that. Let's say Pythagorean theorem there. There's another slug there, but that's going to be foul again. The 3rd time's a charm, they say. Can Hammer Bro prove that? No, he cannot. Not for a homer at least. But that one is going to dunk in for a base hit. King K. Rool will be able to score. The power is just barely too late. So unfortunately, the time run of King K. Boo cannot score. But it's 7-6. And now John Boo, a bit embarrassed. Are they going to make a pitching change here? No, John Boo will close out at least the 8th. Magic Koopa ready to hit. Can Magic Koopa make up for that 4-run game? He's done nothing so 4-run inning. Okay. He's done nothing so far. That's a nice slap hit, but unfortunately, Green Toad is there. Could this be the first ever strikeout? Probably not. And it won't be. Bowser, because of the bad base running, throws it for a double play. So the Bowser Monsters have one final shot to score 1 or 2 runs. Certainly not the part of the order they want, and this would be a bit of an upset. Matt Koopa gonna line that in. Green Toad gonna throw it out. Will they take John Boo out of the game? He's tired. He's asking for it. They decide not here, not yet. I mean, it is the bottom of the order, so you could just, just throw him out there and see what happens. And that is just barely fair, but nevertheless, it's an out. So the final hope is for the Japanese Shota guy. He's going to slap that, but Green Toad is there, and that is the ball game. So the Bowser Monsters, surprisingly, are going to have to give the toys back to the Bowser Jr. rookies. They are 2 wins away from moving on and have 1 piece of the triangle. Bowser Monsters versus Yoshi Eggs, the second game of this division. But first, let's figure out who the MVP is. It's Jesus Paratroopa. I don't think you put that on your bingo card, did you? So the unlikely hero wins MVP. Let's look at the box scores for both teams. Only wins by 10, and it's thanks to the item use. And it would have been Bowser by a long shot, but unfortunately, the other sluggers weren't able to really help him out. So tune in next time for the Bowser Monsters versus the Yoshi X at Yoshi Park. And that was off the end of the bat, but he's just able to push it into that short, you can't say short porch because it's center field, but there's a short wall that he needed for the home run there.